Hello, everyone. It's me, William McQueen. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful day. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about Jack in the Box fast food restaurant and the contents of this bag. Jack in the Box fast food restaurant has gone through many changes over the years, and this is the Jack that everyone is probably most familiar with. But what a lot of you are probably not aware of is Jack used to look like this, and then he used to look like this. But this is the Jack that everyone has come to know. The Jack in the Box clown has been such a part of American life in the past that it has become a popular and lovable cultural icon. You'd go to the drive-thru, read off the menu board, speak your order to the clown, and then drive to the window and pick up your food. But then something happened in the 1980s that changed everything. The company had a TV commercial where they actually placed dynamite around their beloved restaurant mascot and blew him up. There was even an old woman in the commercial that yelled, "Waste him!" And they did. It took many years for Jack to get his revenge. After countless years of plastic surgery and rehabilitation, Jack was ready to get his revenge for this massacre. And in 1994, the company had a commercial where Jack, returning to the boardroom, blows up the boardroom and all the board members in it. Now, this commercial met with a lot of criticism for its violent nature, but as you all know, Jack survived. And you can't go to any Jack in the Box restaurant without seeing this iconic image. Now, in the 1970s, Jack in the Box introduced what they called the Jack in the Box Bunch. Basically, it was Jack in the Box's answer to McDonald's and their McDonaldland characters, where each character was represented by an ingredient or a menu item. They sold comic books that came with little records inside, called flexi records. And they were trying to appeal to children to get kids into their restaurant. And it was working for a while. And here's one of the records here. And it even had a little place here that says, "Place coin here if sound sheet slips," because these records were very flimsy and very lightweight. They tended to slip on the turntable. The characters, they were popular for quite a while. And in 1975, the company introduced their flexible, bendable figures of the Jack in the Box bunch. They sold them in 1975, and it is these items here that I want to talk about today. Jack approves of this message. Now, one of the reasons I want to talk about those bendable figures from 1975 is the fact that I have them right here. Straight from Jack in the Box, 1975, the Jack in the Box bunch. Now, these figures, they actually belong to my stepdaughter Cindy, but my wife has been holding on to them for several years for safekeeping. But before we send them back to her, I just wanted to make a video and show them to you, because how often is anyone going to get a chance to see these? So, first of all, we have Onion Ring Thing. Basically, he's a big onion ring. It looks more like a big yellow O, but he's supposed to be an onion ring. He's a bendable figure, and he's a little worse for wear because he's been played with and has been loved, and has a few nicks and scratches and a few things here and there, but most notably, a little crack in his foot right there. That's like the biggest issue out of any of them, really. And his little chunk taken out of the front of that foot right there. And right here, you can see it's the trademark information. It's Jack in the Box, registered trademark, Imperial, made in Hong Kong. And there's the crown for the Imperial logo right there. But this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is Onion Ring Thing. And I'm just going to put him right over here. Next, we have Small Fry. He's a human character. He's little boy character. I guess he's the one that is supposed to represent the children that will be following the adventures of these characters. He looks like he's half asleep, the way they painted his eyes. But he's all intact. He's a bendable figure, and yeah, he's all there. A few issues on his paint job. And of course, he's been nicked and scratched and whatnot. There's the logo information right there, the made in Hong Kong and the Imperial Crown. And as you can see, there's some issues with the paint that's being worn off in different spots, and especially around his hair. Not that it looks like the paint job was all that great to begin with, but yeah, I mean, right here is. But, ladies and gentlemen, Small Fry. Put him right here. Next, we have a very unusual character. This guy. Secret Sauce Agent. He's a very blue man. Anyway, he's supposed to be the villain of the bunch. I guess he's supposed to be Jack in the Box's answer to the Hamburglar. As you can see, he's all blue. He's the same color, face, clothing, everything. His hat is black, however, but the underside, I don't know if you can really see it, but they didn't paint the underside. The underside of his hat is blue. But paint's wearing off his fingers a bit. Actually, there's a piece of a chunk missing from his finger right there. Didn't notice that before. But his teeth are a little wearing out right there. Again, there's the trademark information. Got some paint right here. But this here, Secret Sauce Agent, the villain. Gotta watch out for him. Anybody with yellow eyes and yellow teeth can't be trusted. I'll put him right there. Next we have Der Hamburgermeister. He's sort of a Alpine village character. He's human. He's got a wire coming out of his foot there. He also has a wire coming out of his hand right there, right out of his arm. It's kind of hurt, but this here is Der Hamburgermeister. He's got a few nicks on his nose. He's all intact. Just a few issues with the paint. His hair is all dirty back here. It looks like from fingers. Been rubbing on his hair and handling him. A little dirty here on the back. Interesting paint job. Not a great paint job, but anyway. This here is Der Hamburgermeister. Put him right there. And last but not least, we have Jack the Clown. Now, I guess he still has the same yellow hat, but this is the way Jack used to look way back when. He's got green hair, about a blue nose. Paint's wearing off the nose a bit there. But he's bendable. Hi, everybody. And like a really bad paint job, but paint's wearing off his foot. And this is the trademark information. And back of his head's a little scraped up. I guess he's got red and green hair. But he's all intact, though. He's got all the fingers, all his toes. His nose is actually there, just wearing off a little bit. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is Jack. And this is the Jack in the Box bunch. Here they are one last time, ladies and gentlemen, before they go to their new home in Indiana, the Jack in the Box gang. Small Fry. Secret Sauce Agent. Jack the Clown. What a face. Der Hamburgermeister. And Onion Ring Thing. Say goodbye to the nice folks, everyone, and take a bow. We gotta go now. Bye.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. It was fun. Make sure if you liked the video, you give it a thumbs up down below. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up. We also tell us what you think in the comments section. We'd love to hear what you have to say.
Yes. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We don't want you to miss on anything. We don't know what's coming your way, but it will be a shame to miss any of it.